up? Welcome to my channel. So today I thought I would share with you guys the best and worst of Morphe products. I know there is a lot of opinions and hate on Morphe because all of the affiliate codes and blah blah blah. I am not cool enough to have an affiliate code. I personally actually do love Morphe. Some of their products are my favorite, and I wanted to share with you guys my favorite Morphe products and my least liked Morphe products. So the first item that I'm crazy about, and I know this is so cliche, this is so typical of me, but I am obsessed with the Jaclyn Hill palette, the newest one that she just came out with. I do have the first one, and I have to say that this one is my most favorite one. The pigmentation is amazing. The shadows do not skip. The shadows last for hours. It just looks stunning on my tan skin. It looks pretty amazing. I don't have any Morphe on my face today, which I should have put on some Morphe products, but I didn't. But this is my #1 favorite product from Morphe right now because it's just so bomb. Like, it's bomb. I mean, say what you want about Jaclyn Hill. I look at all the tea. She did do really good on this palette. I didn't like it at first because I felt like some of the mattes were not so pigmented on my skin tone, but if you go to build it up, it looks really, really nice, and it becomes a very buildable color on your eyes. A lot of shadows that you will get from other brands or anywhere else, when you try to build up the shadows, it'll just look insane. So I think this is a very good product from Morphe. It is actually my most favorite product. You know, you guys, Morphe is popular for eyeshadow palettes, and they're popular for eyeshadows. They're mostly popular for those things. So I have to also introduce you guys to the Morphe singles. These are all of Morphe singles. They're $2.99 each. You can also buy this. This doesn't come with it. You have to buy this separately. But I really love this container. I have to say that the way Morphe made this, it's way better than the Z palette, and it's cheaper than the Z palette. Like, this is an actual magnet that holds everything, and with the Z palette you have to put like magnets on them for it to hold. And you guys, the pigments on these shadows are amazing. I find the pigments to be amazing, and they blend really well. I have been obsessed with these shadows, like obsessed. I can't stress it anymore. And for $2.99, the amount of pigment on them is amazing. Another product that's my really favorite is these Morphe pressed pigment palettes. They are so nice. They're high quality. I feel like Morphe just went in great with these. They just did the best thing they could with these. They're amazing, they're beautiful, and they're my favorite. Other super favorite palette from them is the 35P palette. It's gorgeous. It's all 35P. It's purple. It's like all purple shades based on purple. I have brown eyes, so I always like how purple looks on my eyes. I have a very purple look right now, and it just complements my skin tone really well. Purple has always looked good on me. Makeup wise, purple clothing doesn't look good on me, but purple makeup looks really good on me. So this is the 35P palette by Morphe, and I find it amazing. If you guys want to see swatches of it, let me know. I can always share it on my Instagram and show you guys, because this is gorgeous. And another palette by Morphe that is my must buy by Morphe that I love so much that it was worth my money is this palette. It's a 35B palette. It has all the colors you want to do. So if you are someone who isn't really that into shadows, but you do want all the colors of the rainbow, they're in this palette. And you know, I don't really like to invest a lot of money in colorful shadows because, I mean, I don't really wear a lot of color all the time. I mean, I do when I feel like it, but I always tend to want to get something that's more affordable. So I feel like the 35B palette is very affordable. This purple, their purples, their reds, everything, it's not patchy, it's buildable, and it actually like looks really, really good. So 35B, y'all. Okay, now it wouldn't be a Morphe's brushes without talking about brushes. So let me talk about some of my favorite brushes by then. So one of my favorite brushes is the G2 Morphe brush. And what I really love about this brush is that it is like, I call it the beauty blender on a stick, because it literally will go in and blend everything on your face seamlessly with no streaking, and it's nice and soft. It's such a soft brush. It's very soft. Like, you can put as much pressure as you want on your face and you're not going to get that scratchy feeling. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but that scratchy feeling that you get from using certain brushes is very annoying. And with this one, no matter how much pressure you put on, especially if you're someone who's heavy-handed, I'm heavy-handed, and this brush does not ever hurt on my face. It blends very well, and it actually does not shed as much as any other brush. It practically doesn't shed at all for me, so that is a plus. A big plus. Another favorite face brush by Morphe for me is the M553. Sorry you guys, my brushes are all dirty. You know, I do use them often, so they get dirty. This is the M553. This is one of my favorites as well. I love this brush is because I love how well it fits in your cheek area. Like, it's not too big and it's not too small, so you can, when you're going this way, it just looks amazing. Like, it makes everything blend on seamlessly. But you can also go wide and like get more color on your face. Sometimes I like to have a more defined and sharp look, so I'll go in this way, and when I want to have like more of a blurred natural look, I'll go in the other way. And I just feel like this is a very great powder brush, bronzer brush. You could use this for so many things, and I do use it for so many things. I swear sometimes I like mix this and powder and bronzer, and sometimes my face is a hot mess. So yeah, I think I need like 2 instead of 1. My next favorite brush is the Morphe E6. I love this brush. It's a kabuki brush. I love to put my foundation on with kabuki brushes. I feel like when I put my foundation on with just the beauty blender, it does separate on me and it doesn't give me the coverage that I want. A flat kabuki brush always gives me the coverage that I want, and I just feel like this is the best one that I've found at Morphe. It's very soft. It works basically. But this is from the Elite line. You guys will see in the rest of the video, I will explain to you guys why I do not like the Elite line so much from Morphe. I think this is like the only face brush that I love from Morphe's Elite line. Next brush is an eyeshadow brush. This is the R41. And what I love about the R41, it's a pencil brush. And I love the rose gold line. I feel like Morphe's rose gold line is very major dupes to MAC brushes because they're amazing. They're made well. They're super soft. They don't scratch your lids. I really love any brush that's from the rose gold line from Morphe because I feel like they're great. Even the face brushes are amazing. I love the face brushes too from the rose gold line. That has to be my favorite line. And then I also love this E17 brush. This is also from the Elite line, and this is a very awesome crease brush. It just gets deep in there and it blends really well. It's also from the Elite line and it's really good. It's the E17 brush. That one's one of my faves. And then from their regular line, fortunately the numberings came off, but I'm going to look for this brush on their website and then I'll tell you guys the exact number of this one. But I love this one because it really does diffuse your crease. So if you go up here, you can like totally diffuse the heck out of your crease. So I'm a big fan of anything that can diffuse the color on my crease because I have hooded eyes and I always feel like my crease color needs to look nice and, you know, blown out. That's when I feel like it just looks good on hooded eyes, is a blown out crease versus a harsh crease, because it just makes it look nicer. Okay guys, let's move on to the Morphe dislikes. The products I hate from Morphe. So I basically hate the Morphe Elite line. I hate any of their face brushes. I only have one that I said that I really like, but I have a hard time trusting the Morphe Elite line, and this is their expensive line. Do you guys see? Like, and they have their return policy is really bad. Like, it's horrible. So there is no way you're going to be able to return this. And this is their expensive luxe line. Each brush is like $20. So it's basically like $20 going into the trash. You guys, I'm not yanking this off on purpose, but it does come off. Like, usually when I'm using it, it just like falls off, but it's not yanking off now. But for it to even do that is like, it's a $20 brush. it should not be doing that, period. I completely lost this handle because I kept trying to put it back together and it just was not happening. So I hate their Elite line. Like, I dislike it. It upsets me. I don't trust it. I bought a bunch of brushes from that line the first time it came out, and I never bought them anymore because this is what happened. And I just haven't trusted the Elite line ever since then. But the Gunmetal line and all the other lines that they have are amazing, but that Elite line is not, and it's a shame because that's their most popular, their most luxury, most, you know, hyped brand, like hyped line. So I was really upset to see that. I was like, okay, this is bullshit. I'm not going to pay that much money ever again for their brushes. I will just limit myself to the $10 brushes, and it won't feel so bad. Another palette that I regret buying from Morphe, major, is this 35F palette. So this is the 35F palette. 35F, I don't know if you guys can see that. 35F. So the reason why I regret buying this palette, you guys, is I mean, it's pretty. It's really pretty. It's for the fall, okay? But I just feel like it's all very similar colors. But I had bought it initially just only swatching that color, and that's dumb. Like, you should swatch more than one color if you're going to buy a full palette like this. I mean, it's not that expensive. It's a $20 palette. What I hate about it is that they're not as pigmented as they should be. You put it onto your lids and it fades away very, very fast. These shimmers fade away really, really fast. They're not as finely milled as I would expect them to be, so that's why I'm always just kind of annoyed, and I don't really use this palette as much. And another thing is their shimmer, their mattes. Oh my gosh, their mattes really irritated me. I was so excited to get this because it had like the perfect matte. So hypothetically, you would only need this palette to create almost any look that you would want, but these mattes are horrible. They are the worst quality Morphe shadows I've ever used. They're so patchy. They're so like, it's just, this wasn't a well thought out palette. I think the concept of it was great, but making it wasn't that great. I think it was a lot of hype, and I think they just wanted to get a palette out and be relevant, because they were like coming out with the palette like every single couple of months. So this is what they were trying to come out with, and I don't know. I'm not that impressed by it. Like, I'm totally not impressed by it. And it's actually one of the palettes I really, really hate. Okay, and another palette you guys are going to be shocked to hear me say that I regret buying from Morphe is the 35O palette. I totally regret buying this. I think it's a great palette for a lot of people who really love neutrals. I love neutrals, but I just feel like some of the browns are really, really ashy, and they looked really ashy on me. The oranges, like, after I used this section, I was pretty much over the palette, and all this like was kind of a waste for me. So I feel like this was not really a favorite palette for me like it was for everybody else on the internet, and I am just not about this palette. And some people are, some people aren't, but it was not my favorite. Sorry guys if anyone else loves this palette, but the 35O was not the business for me. I hated the Morphe concealers. They try to come out with these Morphe concealers, these little Morphe concealers. I find them super annoying. I find them super patchy, and they're not cute at all. They just were not popping on me at all. I was not about this, and I'm over it, and I'm done with these concealers. I still have them because I'm like, I use them on like, I just use them when I don't have anything to do. I try to take them like traveling, so because I don't want to lose my good makeup. But Morphe concealers were by far the worst. They were very patchy. They broke up. They went into my fine lines. They would spread out. Like, I don't know, it was just like horrible. Like, I don't know, it was, I was not a fan of these. Not the best that I would ever use. Okay guys, thank you so much for staying all the way to the end and listening to all my recommendations and what I think about certain products. Sorry, let me know down below if you understand everything I'm saying about all the products. I speak in very consumer makeup language because I'm a consumer and I love makeup, and I'm a regular girl who loves makeup. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a makeup educator. That's not who I am. And most of the times, I can't understand those people. Like, I don't understand the point of it. To me, it's, does it work? Does it not work? Is it pigment? Is it not pigmented? That's how I basically roll. Does it last long? Does it not last long? Like, that's how I roll. Is it beginner friendly? That's just how I roll. So you guys are not gonna get like a pro opinion on things from me. It's gonna be more of like girl to girl, girly talk type of opinion. And I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what other brands you guys want me to tell you my favorites and my non-favorites of those brands. So yeah, I hope this video helps you pick up some stuff from Morphe's and helps you not pick up the things you don't need to pick up. But I've always wanted someone to make videos like this for me, so I know what to get and what not to get from a particular brand, because I know some of us just really love sticking to one brand and their aesthetics. So I thought these videos would be a great idea. I can't wait to do some drugstore ones, because I'm thinking Maybelline and I'm thinking L'Oreal best and worst products, because dude, if you guys see my makeup collection, I got a lot of stuff that I need to be tossing because it was just so bad. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much, and I love you guys always. See you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.